Welcome back, Heat Seekers. It's Brad from RotoHeat.com back at it, bringing you a different kind of video today. We're going to do some predictions. So the RotoHeat.com team of analysts has put their heads together and predicted the division winners, the wild cards, and the Super Bowl champion for this upcoming season. If you guys like this kind of content, let me know in the comments below. And if you have a prediction that maybe we didn't see, let us know as well. Let's get to it. All right. So we had 11 different analysts working on putting this together and putting their predictions down on paper. So with that being said, let's look at the AFC side of the ball and see what our team thought. In the West, we predict that the runners up to the Super Bowl are going to get back to the playoffs via winning their division again, the Kansas City Chiefs. But Chargers fans, don't fret. You're getting there. In the AFC East, we think them Buffalo Bills are going to make it back. And with a strong defense and a developing offense that has plenty of exciting pieces, the Bills could be pushing for a deep run in the playoffs, maybe even AFC Championship type appearance. You never know. You Bills fans, get excited. Your team's getting closer. In the AFC North, this is the most debated division in the AFC because there's just so many good options. Cincinnati's on the rise. Obviously, probably still a little bit away from really being a playoff contender, but they're getting there. They got their offense. It's getting ready to hum. They just need some offensive line help. Their defense is young and developing, maybe pushing, but we think the Brownies are going to make it as the AFC North division winner. The Baker hype train has left the station. QB1 conversation for Baker Mayfield. Another year of the Stefanski offense. A defense that's stingy and getting better. Things are looking up for the Browns. Then in the AFC South, this was probably the most closely debated division because the Colts and Titans are both very strong contenders to be the winners of their division. Obviously, there are concerns for both teams. Titans, is their defense going to take this next step and really become something underneath defensive mind Mike Vrabel? And for offensive mind Frank Reich, is that offense with Carson Wentz behind the wheel going to take that step and really take them to the next level? And that really will decide that division. But we think the Titans are going to win it this year because Ryan Tannehill and company has just been very, very good over the last few seasons. They've been working together. So we got to go with the Titans. Playoff wild cards. This is a fun one. So we got two teams from the North in the Steelers and the Ravens, along with the Los Angeles Chargers. Chargers fans, Herbert fans, rejoice. Your team under a new head coach, a new regime, makes it to the playoffs in their first year. If that happens, things in LA are going to be popping. People are going to be very excited. So, recap. We got Chiefs, Bills, Browns, Titans, Chargers, Ravens, Steelers making the playoffs in the AFC. All right, and on to the NFC, where things are going to be very interesting because this is where the Super Bowl champion came from. The NFC won it last year. Are they going to repeat? In the West, this was a very close race between the Rams and the Seahawks, but we think the Seahawks are winning this division this year. It's going to be interesting. They've added a new tight end in Gerald Everett. Hopefully some of these young defensive pieces, Jordan Brooks and some of these other players can take the next step and give them something on the defense. Probably not Legion of Boom-esque, but at least something, because this defense has been the really tough part for them in the last few years. But we think they get over a hump this year in a very good West. 49ers, healthy and ready to roll. Cardinals, Kyler Murray, moving in the right direction. Very fast, flying all over the field. The Rams added my boy Stafford, and that looks to be a very tough team to compete against as well. It's going to be a fun division to watch this year. Seahawks are going, though. In the East, it was nearly unanimous. Washington football team is going to win the NFC East. They have just a hard-nosed defense that puts the fear in most quarterbacks because that defensive line is awesome. Then they add in some magic, spring a little Fitz magic for good luck. They now have the trigger man to run a very potent offense. Think of what they've got on the outside, McLaurin. Think about Logan Thomas at tight end, Gibson, McKissick. I mean, they've got a very good offense, and they're ready to roll. Got a quarterback in Fitzmagic. They should be good to go. In the NFC North, it pains me to say it, but the Packers again, the Aaron Rodgers revenge tour, he's going to show Green Bay what they're going to lose in another year or so. He's going to take them to the playoffs. And then in the NFC South, it was unanimous. We think the The defending champion Buccaneers are going to get back to the playoffs and hopefully be able to defend their crown. But we'll see. Then, from the wild card position, we think the 49ers, the Cowboys, Craig Reith, feel free to get excited, and the Arizona Cardinals will be your wild card. So, to sum it up, Seahawks, Washington, Packers, Bucks, 49ers, Cowboys, Cardinals. Those are your NFC playoff teams, your division winners, and your wild cards. And for the moment of truth, I know it was a cheesy drum roll. I don't really have drums with me. But what I will say is this will be a fun playoff race. If these are the teams that you see make it to the playoffs, that's a lot of good defenses, high-powered offenses. That's going to be a fun playoffs. But in the end, Andy Reid's Hawaiian shirt and the Chiefs pull it out. We think the Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl this year. The biggest deficiencies they had were keeping Mahomes upright when it got to Super Bowl time. You know, those Bucks got after him and it made it very hard to run his offense. They fixed that in a big way. They had some really great pieces this offensive line, and it should bode very well for them. Teams are going to be having a hard time keeping up with the amount of points this team is going to score on a week in and week out basis. In the end, you know, the conversation is Patrick Mahomes one of the best currently? Absolutely. Is he one of the best ever? Time will tell, but another Super Bowl under his belt could push him ever so closely to that conversation, because that's 2 and 3 years if he does it. Let me know in your comments below. Let me know what you think about what our predictions are. What we missed, what we didn't miss. Keep that conversation going below. Let me know if you like this kind of content. You know, we're a fantasy football provider first and foremost. We want to help you win your leagues, but we also want to help have some fun and enjoy this game that we all love that's brought us all together. So give me your comments below. Give me your thoughts, your feelings. Let's keep the conversation going. Good luck. Hopefully your teams win this weekend in fantasy as well as in real life. And we'll see you later.